My bag weighs 12 pounds. Seems like probably mostly the water. Not bringing too much. This is the hiker parking lot that is near to the Cog Railway. Last time I was up here to hike Mount Washington, I parked at the Ammonoosuc parking lot, and it's just a little bit farther. So I thought this time I'll pay the money. A second pay station here next to that building. That means I could have parked a lot closer still. There's the Cog. People getting on so early. That sign makes it sound so close. It is July 20th at, I don't know, 8 in the morning, 60 degrees, cool but slightly humid, and I am on the Ammonoosuc Ravine Trail. Delighted to be here. I think the old trail went down there, but it's eroding into the river. I think this is called the gem pool. First mile is very nice along the river. Then the gem pool started getting steeper, and then uphill rocks. A lot of them. Wow. Yeah, so I just stepped in the water and I'm wearing waterproof socks and it went right in. I don't understand. Before it worked so well. What just happened? Oh man, the hut. I believe that is Mount Monroe. Last time I came to the hut, it was pouring rain and I couldn't do anything else. And it was killing me that Mount Monroe was so close. It's like right next to the hut. And yet I couldn't get to it. I didn't have the energy and it was no view and rain. And of course on that day I had to prioritize Mount Washington. But I'm back to give it a try. This is feeling very civilized. It's nice and cool up here. Cool breeze. And there's a hut where you can use the restroom and wash your hands. And mostly I needed to stop and change my socks. Dry socks. But now I'm on the Crawford path. One of the most wonderful trails in New England. And it looks oh so close to the summit of Mount Monroe. I didn't know there was a loop. What does that mean? This whole time I've been going a little too fast for myself. And now I just feel the pressure even more because behind me, Mount Washington is in the clouds and Monroe is not yet. But I have to tell myself, like, calm down. Up here, the clouds come and go. Yeah. It's just too hard to relax because it's so darn exciting. I don't feel anything. There's some adrenaline, like I have the energy to do it, and it's so close, and the clouds and everything. And the clouds are coming. But look at it. That looks so cool.
I think Flynn would have done it with us. Because nothing is, but
Just as I'm coming to the summit, they're all leaving. Love it. An actual summit. Gotta get to the top rock. And there it is. The pin marks the summit, Mount Monroe. So down there is the Crawford path, and the through hikers are going on that path so that they don't have to go over every single summit. But they do have to go over Mount Washington, which is past those little ponds and up into the cloud. All right, that was a nice lunch, and now I'm going over to Franklin. A day like today, it's really hard to imagine terrible weather up here. But most days of the year, I can't even think of coming here because of weather issues. I'm closer now, and apparently there are a few rocks to climb up. Don't get off that easy. And sometimes you see a big white rock. Down there is where I came from, the base station for the cog. And then the cog railway, you can see is a line through the trees. Goes up a spine to Mount Washington. The cog does not go to the hut, so if a person wanted to take that train ride to Mount Washington, they'd have to then hike down to the hut, and that's probably a good thing, because I can only imagine how crazy it might be with people who just get on a train. I don't know about that. It seems like you should have to learn something about hiking a little. Bad news. I was just looking at the map and I'm not there yet. I'm on something called Little Monroe, like a little in between. I don't get this. Now I feel kind of like an idiot. Where's the trail? Where is it? How far could it possibly be? Actually, I remember now. There's some sort of rule that each peak has to be some distance from each other. So even though this little hump behind me is the next tallest thing on the path, I guess that's just called Little Monroe and it doesn't count. So you get the idea. And now I get the idea too. Keep walking is the idea. Oh, for heaven's sakes, how far could it? Oh, it could be really far. Look at that. Which one is it? Now I have to go down. I came down from there after I had already been up there. And now I'm to the side. And maybe it isn't so bad, because even though I have to go that way to find Franklin, when I come back, I guess I can just go on the easy way, the Crawford path. I don't have to do the summits again. This is how it is when you don't read the book. I didn't want to read the book this time. I just wanted to get in the car and go. And so here I am, having no clue what's going on. Thank goodness I looked at the map. Just in case anybody is watching this video who is not familiar with the White Mountains, I will mention that these are the presidentials, the biggest set of mountains in the White Mountains. And this is a path that kind of goes along the top. It's amazing. It's called the Presidential Traverse if you do it all in the same day or two. However, there's many paths off to the side here and there, so that if you prefer, you can just come up and do one or two of the summit each time, which is what I have done because I didn't think I could handle a traverse. However, once you're up here, I get it now. I totally get it, because I'm not really tired now because I'm just walking along a flat rock. And it's really just the beginning when you have to get up through the forest and everything. However, yeah, each of those mountains, especially the ones back there called the Northern Presidentials, those are the bigger ones. So each time you have to go up one of them, it's a significant climb. So that's why it takes all day or more. And then where I am now, kind of past the halfway, kind of more like the Southern Presidentials, easier ones. And these are just very round. I guess these mountains were formed a long time ago and not by volcanic activity. Isn't that interesting? Or if it was volcanic activity, it was just kind of like under the ocean magma type of formations. But it's so long ago that it's just mountain making by, like, you know, when the plates push together and raise up, that kind of thing. That must be it. But yes, I'll double check. And so many views. I wish I could just stay here overnight. Look at them all for a long, long, long time. Look at that gulf, right? Great Gulf? Is it Great Gulf? I don't know which gulf it is. I'm still learning the summits. Now I need to learn the gulfs. But it's very cool visually to look down into the deep valley. Backtrack to the sign where I had come from Little Monroe, where I shall now take Crawford Path. It just dawned on me, this is the loop part. When I started on Mount Monroe and the sign said Monroe Loop, and I was like, what do they mean? This is a cool part of the trail. Looking back from where I've come. From Franklin and across here. Looking up at Monroe. And now the path has become easier again. Then you come around and see Mount Washington again. Wow, this is cool. It's a lot quieter now. 1 o'clock. All the adrenaline is gone now. Back into the trees I go. I stepped on that log. I stepped on that log and I stayed dry. And I'm very impressed with myself. I was too afraid to video it because the log was moving. Yay, I'm back to the gem pool. That means it should get easier now. 2.3 to go. The good news is I'm approaching the parking lot. I guess I did it. The bad news is I didn't dunk myself into the river to revive for the ride home and all that. You know, if I drive down the road, there's a swimming hole. Maybe I'll do it. But will I just chicken out and drive off home? Final stats. I went 7 miles in 7 hours, 2,600 feet of elevation gain, and a mighty fine time up on the presidentials.
Oh, that was great. That one.
Very cold. I want to feel clean, but I don't. I'm just so tired. Good enough. Good enough for today.